Hey guys, it's Martin Luther King Day, the 18th of January. I just wanted to send you a quick little video message, get you a market update, market snapshot. I know that a lot of you I'm talking to on a pretty regular basis who are looking for houses and getting ready to list. Uh, so you've heard this talk. The market right now for buyers is brutal. If you're looking for a home, you know that. Basically, here's what you need to know. Everything under $1 million in every market, in every area, we have the lowest inventory in 10 years right now. So here's what that means. As a buyer, it's tough. Contingent sales are often dead in the water. Everything's going in multiple offers. It's very, very competitive. You will pay over asking price. You need to decide how much over asking price is your pain point. I'm seeing people paying as much as 10 or 15% over asking price, over list price, under $700,000. So you need to be prepared for that, and just know it's brutal. As a buyer, you don't have a lot of leverage. If you have contingencies, if you have difficult financing, it's hard. It doesn't mean you're not getting a house. It just means that there's not a lot to choose from. Buyer demand has nearly tripled this past year. So while our inventory is the lowest it's been in 10 years, buyer demand is the highest. Again, this is for non-luxury existing home sales. So it's tough out there. Doesn't mean it's impossible, but please, you got to know what you're getting into. If you see a listing that you want to look at, call me immediately because stuff is going under contract in hours or days. Now, as a seller, that's fantastic news. There's very little on the market. There's high competition for your property, regardless of what your property is. You will get asking price or better in most cases, as long as we price you aggressively and we're realistic. Your property is still going to have to appraise. In most cases, I'm seeing more and more appraisal waivers. I'm seeing more and more cash sales. So maybe you don't have to appraise, but I would plan on it. So we need to price realistically. If you are thinking to sell, we need to get your house on the market yesterday. This demand is not going to hold out. We always see an increase in listings coming the end of January, beginning of February. The market starts to pick up and we start to have an increase in inventory, just because of the natural seasonality of this business. So know that now is a good time to seize your equity and seize the market for maximum dollar. Now, the nice thing as a seller is you have a ton of leverage. You're not going to be fixing much, if anything. If you need to stay in your house 2 months after closing, that's happening. If you need a 2 or 3 month close, that's happening. So that's the nice thing is as a seller, you're holding all the cards. Again, for homes that are existing, not bare land, not luxury. Now, let's talk about those other two categories. Luxury, which is anything over $1 million, we are seeing a whole lot more buyers than we've ever seen. It's never been a seller's market. It's never had a lot of inventory, but we are having an increase in those buyers. We are having an increase in that price point. Sorry, my phone's been going off. And land is even in really high demand. Now, high demand for land doesn't look like high demand for existing homes, so bear that in mind. But we are seeing parcels going under contract in less than a year, which doesn't generally happen. We are selling more land than we normally have in the past. So if you have a parcel to sell that you've been sitting on and trying to decide what to do with, now might be a good time to list it and get it sold. It's not going to sell in days or weeks or hours like an existing home. It's going to take a couple months. Average is, I think, 280 some odd days on market for land. So, it's still going to take you 6 or 8 months to sell your land, most likely. But you're going to sell it. You're not going to be hanging on to it for 2 years while you're waiting for it to sell. So it's also a good time if you have a parcel to be developed that you've decided you don't want to develop or you don't need it or you're subdividing some property. It's a good opportunity right now. I am currently accepting new clients. predominantly listing clients. So I'm accepting listings and buy sells. I am also accepting highly qualified buy side only, first time buyers or whatever. And I am taking on investors. So if you have questions, if I can help you out, certainly give me a call. My mobile number is 720-485-1500. Again, our market is hyper local, and we've been saying that forever. But at this point, with our current inventory levels, we can make pretty generalized sweeping statements and just say, hey, there's no houses to buy. If you want to sell yours, now's the time, because everyone will want to buy it. They don't have many other options. You don't have a lot of competition. And it's a great time to leverage that. And if you're looking to get into a home, I got you. Just know it's going to be a fight. We may not get the first house we put an offer in on. We may not get the second house we put an offer in on, but we will find you a home. Let me know how I can help. And if you have any questions, Lauren@laurenweiss.com. You can contact me on Facebook, which is probably where you're watching this, or via YouTube, Instagram. I'm on all the social channels except Twitter. And my phone number is 720-485-1500. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.